An enthusiastic group made of representatives from 4 cross-border regions from 6 Balkan countries and professionals needed for technical and organizational support, all in all 34 people, enjoyed the study tour. In different weather conditions, sun, rain and snow during day and night, the road led them through mountainous southern German region Allgäu and western Austrian region Tyrol. It was a useful and interesting experience. It is a long way from Western Balkans to Germany and Austria, both metaphorically and by bus. And so are the tunnels along the road conveniently metaphoric, real and long. Just before they left the yellow bus, there was just one more short but important instruction from the organizer.
So open your ears, open your eyes, try to perceive as much as information as possible, and open your mouth, talk and exchange with your colleagues and our hosts here in Germany and in Austria.
They took her advice and did it all the time. When the words were not enough, a hand or two helped. There was also help from a friend. The received information was sometimes surprising, really. For a start, in order to create general background, a short presentation of the political organization of Germany as a federal country and a member of the European Union. The organizational concept is the same at each level, from national to local, government, head of the government and parliament.
For us, who are working down here in regional rural development, the most important is the ministry here and not the federal. Yeah? So the operational programs, for example, yeah, for the European funds, they are made here. Here, only guidelines and strategy. Yeah? But the important things happen here.
With own rural policies, Germany aims to ensure that the infrastructural prerequisites for decent living in rural areas are fulfilled and that exciting and new potentials are developed through economic development. And now, the Alps live. One of the German members of the Alliance in the Alps is West Allgäu, a Bayerische Bodensee-Fördergesellschaft GmbH in the western part of Allgäu. Its regional manager and managing director of Local Action Group, Mr. Frank Seidel, presented the region, the organization and the lag. There are 12 ongoing projects, mainly related to diversity in border area and social responsibility, and 6 cooperation projects, mainly focused on healthy agriculture, which preserve intact, diverse landscape. There were 5 single projects in 2012, with €3 million budget, of which €1.3 million is leader contribution. During the period 2007-2012, there was an investment of €8.2 million, including 3.9 million leader contributions. One of the most attractive projects was Skywalk. Scheidegg area has traditional reputation as a health resort, and some clinics are located here. Since young people are their important target group, the clinic supported with the Catholic childcare Augsburg the realization of exciting treetop adventure. Skywalk The highest point of Tree Trail is 40 meters high observation tower with magnificent all-round views. The interesting and provocative footpath with different challenges and obstacles is 540 meters long, with an information station on environmental and conservation issues. Spiral fun toboggan in the end. The entire project is a combination of education, thematic adventure playground for small and older children, nature trail, gastronomy and appropriate small shop. Its total cost is around 6.2 million euro, out of which 0.2 million is leader contribution. A bit further down, the group visited the Alpine Dairy, Bremenried, and got the first-hand introduction by Chairman Sylvester Fink into the art of producing the spicy mountain cheese, the Allgäu Emmentaler, the Bremenrieder Romandur, and butter, and the organizational efforts to create an Allgäu cheese route. The dairy was found in 1897, and it is one of the last original dairies in Allgäu which still manufactures the handmade products using traditional recipes, exclusively from GMO-free fresh raw milk from cows that graze on still lush meadows. All cheeses contain 45% milk fat and their weight is from 0.25 to 25 kilo. Daily cheese production is 8 pieces of Bremenrieder, 8 pieces of Mountain and 1 Emmentaler. The main market is the local area. The production of cheese looks in short like this. After measuring, the milk flows directly into one of 3 large copper kettles and is slowly warmed to 32 Celsius degree. Then rennet and lactic acid bacteria are added, which makes the milk protein coagulates and separates from the whey, making curd. It is cut and the mass is heated to 51 Celsius degree. The cheese flakes become solid, and this is the moment to move the mass out of tank and place it in the round forms. The future cheese stays in the press for 20 to 24 hours. After pressing, the fresh young cheese goes in a salt bath. The salt takes the surplus of the whey from it and partly influences its taste and durability. Young cheese then ages with continuous care that the bark is properly created. the dairy has its own small cheese shop. Those who are far from the shop can order the cheese that will be delivered to their home in Germany. The minimal quantity is 2 kilo and the shipping is €6. Free shipping is from 7 kilo up. A bit further down, the group stopped at the border trail, an old smuggling route between Germany and Austria, now designed as educational hiking trail for children and adults. It is a bit unbelievable, but these 2 info boards cost €500. And the next day the visit continues to Allgäu, the region whose slogan is "For Your Life." The first stop is Allgäu GmbH. The managing director, Mr. Klaus Fischer, welcomed the group before Kerstin Duchard, the product manager of the company, presented the Allgäu region and the company activities. The Allgäu GmbH is the official umbrella organization which coordinates the region-relevant activities in development and marketing of business location and tourism, as well as marketing and management for all aspects of the brand Allgäu. It is a very extensive and complex business. The budget for 2012 was €4.5 million. More than a half was spent on activities related to tourism. Strategic direction of the company is positioning Allgäu as an efficient and future-oriented environment for living, working and doing business, which at the same time has a responsible approach towards sustainability and health, as well as ensuring high visibility of the brand on the market and in the region. The goal is to reach close cooperation with other stakeholders, such as the Regional Planning Association and the 4 local action groups. They are all treated in the same way and have the same rights to participate in the activities. In order to successfully realize numerous and complex activities springing from that strategy, a lot of attention and effort must be invested in all that must be done before, during and after them. Allgäu has cheese, cows, castles, but others have that too. They want to be unique and innovative. They make metal breadboards on computerized machines, only they have a 3D map of the region.
My company, the Allgäu GmbH, has a quite new formance and we are a platform for several organizations in the rural area of Allgäu. We saw that in former times many people formed little organizations and had good ideas to develop the area, but there was no platform to unite them, and we in our organization unite them and just are partners, and we do marketing together, and we have a brand developed for us, the Allgäu logo, and we use this to unite and to give progress to our area.
The expedition from the Balkans then reached Nagelfluchte Nature Park, which is the first cross-border German-Austrian nature park founded by 15 municipalities in 2008. There is the highest concentration of the companies in the nature park in the Austrian and German Alps, with other 500 alpine companies. Nagelflug, after which it was named, is the most common stone in a park, created more than 25 million years ago of mud, sand and various rocks under high pressure. It is rough, but it looks like a jewel when polished. The Nature Experience Center, situated here, and which is a regional competence center for promotion of environmental education and sustainable and environmentally friendly nature adventure tourism in Allgäu, was presented by Andreas Gattler. NETS is founded from different local and regional sources, as well as important public sources, Bavarian State Ministry for the Environment and EU Leader Program. The NET's current projects are Junior Rangers, Energy License and Food Culture. One of the NET's 4 pillars is Alpsee House, which started in 2011. It is the synergy of mentioned Nature Park, Tourist Organization of Immenstadt, Nature Protection Association Working Group, Dairy Diepholz, and NETS itself. The house offers action room, offices and joint use of the lobby, as well as the outside premises, which are under construction. NETS got the first prize for it on the Regional Ideas Competition in 2007. The project was worth €2.8 million. The interactive exhibition Expedition Nagelflug is founded by the Bavarian State Ministry for the Environment, the German Foundation for the Environment and the town of Immenstadt. General idea is that after a long journey, friendly aliens arrive on Earth to find and explore a promising region called Nagelflugte Nature Park. They camouflage themselves by turning the spaceship into a human-style house. Alpsee House near the Great Alpine Lake. They have set up a live archive for the children in their crew, as well as numerous sections about Greenland, flowing water, forest, moor, Alps, snow, culture, biodiversity, energy efficiency. The children can see a lot of information on the info screens. See and touch small samples of different materials. Use a magnifying glass to see details of samples. Use the rotating stations and touch screens to find out more about different subjects. Finally, they can enjoy a 3D flight over the Alpine regions from the navigation bridge of the alien spaceship. Another rainy morning, another log. Dr. Sabine Weitznegger, Managing Director of LAG Regional Development UBA Allgäu, explained the main principles of LEADER and presented its achievements in Bavaria and especially in Allgäu and UBA Allgäu through her LAG. This LAG shows in practice how big local action group can be in terms of territory and the number of inhabitants included in its activities. Furthermore, it is networked with other LAGs in Allgäu region in formless network without legal structure, regular meetings and spokesperson. It was not an obstacle for successful realization of numerous projects that represent horizontal networking and networking partners along the value chain, as for example, professionalization vacation on the farm, cooperation and networking of nursing care institutions, wood construction fair 2005, and joining the wood offers from the small private forests. There were some projects that represent networking with partners from Baden-Württemberg, intermunicipal cooperation and transnational cooperation, as for example, European Way of St. James and qualification of culture guides. They take the main pride in their own top networking projects, Brand Allgäu, Hiking Region Allgäu and Bike Route Allgäu.
We have been a leader region since 2003. We've worked a lot on different projects, different topics, on networking also. And my expectations for the following 5 years or following years, they depend a little bit on what the European Union and the federal states of Bavaria is planning, but we hope that we can continue our work, that we continue take the local actors into our network and make them develop their own region and contribute to the development of Oberallgäu.
Before the lunch and for the purpose of having lunch, the Prokräuter herb was visited. Brigitte Dinser and her family manually grow herbs and aromatic plants, process them and make different products from them. They sell their food and beauty products mainly in their own shop on the farm. The service of the family enterprise comprises, apart from already mentioned shop, a small cafe restaurant, dining room with regular brunch offers and culture and buffet events. In guided visits, groups are educated on growing, processing and use of herbs and aromatic plants. As the night was coming down, the group got a comprehensive overview on the energetic change in Germany because of the political decision to abandon the use of nuclear power until 2022. They visited one of the important and most innovative energy suppliers in Bavaria, the Allgäuer Oberlandwerk. Mr. Jürgen Herrmann, a member of the company's management board, explained aims and potential of the energy change. 70% of energy from renewable sources till 2022. Its implementation as well as experience to be shared. Several models of civic participation were mentioned. Finally, the group visited a modern, elegant and unique hydropower plant under construction in the middle of Kempten. It has a performance of 2.6 megawatt and won an Architectural State Award in 2010. In the morning, while it was snowing, the Austrian leader region Außerfern was visited. Gunther Zeichner introduced the LAG Außerfern, which covers 37 municipalities with around 30,000 inhabitants. The LAG considers itself a one-stop shop contact point for all administrative, operational and management issues and plays the role of coordinator and initiator with no or little political influence. It applies a comprehensive development concept in an open bottom-up process and networking nationally as well as transnationally. Project focus on value adding to cultural heritage, heritage of nature, village renewal, strengthening of agriculture, cooperation of agriculture and tourism and education. Tourism in rural area means build up core competencies from own resources and abilities and change this potential into marketable products. Tourism projects must complement each other and fit in a common strategy. Success can only be reached by cooperation. After that, while it was still snowing, an example of a good practice was visited, the ruins Ehrenberg Fortress. The fortification of Ehrenberg stands at a strategically important point on a famous Alps Via Claudia Augusta. The first castle of Ehrenberg was built in the 13th century. The buildings are being renovated by the Historical Association and offer many walking trails from one side of fortification to another, as well as torchlight ascents in the evening. In this part of the complex, floor heating was introduced by a special permission, which make possible the space to be used during the whole year for concert, sale of local products and weddings. A multimedia show, Ehrenberg Historical, also takes place twice a week from the end of March until the end of October. A very special event is the Journey Through Time, a large chivalric spectacle in Europe which is held each year here, in Castle and Fortress Ensemble Ehrenberg. Ehrenberg Castle offers an interesting perspective on the history of the area and nowadays runs as one European castle museum, a part of the European castle worlds of Ehrenberg, with nearby fortresses and ruins. It is a modern museum, not at all dusty, rather stuffed and full of life. A real medieval adventure is what awaits the whole family in the special exhibition on the Knight's Trail in 40 representative rooms. Armor, weapon, medieval siege tower, clothes, food, as well as alchemists and crusades. Here one can literally touch and try out history. A special level for children is the performance venue of the Knight Rudiger Rally, when the Knight Rudiger accompanies children throughout the exhibition, realized in a child-oriented way.
Der Menschheit heilt. Stellt euch das mal vor.
The experience would not be complete without a restaurant and a tiny shop. Then the group entered Fairy Tale for half an hour and 11 euros. Neuschwanstein Castle served as a model for the Cinderella Castle of Disneyland, and in the surrounding beautiful scenery, it looks magnificent in each period of the year. It is a 9th century Romanesque revival palace and a global symbol of Romanticism era, supplemented with 19th century technical achievements. It consists of several individual structures which were erected over a length of 150 meters on the top of a cliff ridge. The Ellen Gate building is furnished with numerous towers, ornamental turrets, gables, balconies, pinnacles, and sculptures. It was built in the period 1869 to 1886 by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, and he sent more than today's 60 million euro of his own money and huge loans which he was unable to return. Soon after, he had been detained and arrested by the Bavarian government. He died under mysterious circumstances in the nearby lake. At that time, the palace was far from complete. Only 1/10 of the planned 200 rooms was finished. The largest rooms of the palace are the Singers' Hall with 270 square meters and the Throne Hall with 240 square meters. Plans for a lot of rooms, halls and different spaces were simplified or abandoned after the king's death. The visitors can see in the castle, but not shoot, numerous stylistic pillars and colonnades, lobbies and corridors, painted walls and ceilings, floor and wall mosaics, and different other small and big artistic and craftsman works. In order to repay a huge construction loan 6 weeks after the king's death, the palace was opened for paid visits. The fantasy Ludwig's construction, which had probably cost him his life, proved to be a money-making machine which returned the debts to debtors and later probably the single largest income source for the Bavarian royal family, and finally, it is contributing considerably to the Bavarian economy since it became its property in 1923. No matter the seasons, many tourists visit Neuschwanstein as one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. A total of 1.3 million visitors per year spend 20 million euro enjoying a 35-minute general guided tour or some of special guided tours focused on specific topics. On the last day of the visit to Austria, the activities of the Lag of Vorarlberg were presented, big affiliation of 64 communities. Mr. Franz Ruf, managing director, gave an overview on the Lag, which was founded in 2001 for the Leader Plus program. The Lag's biggest challenges are the improvement of competitiveness in agriculture and the forestry, tourism, environment, quality of life in the villages, and economic diversity. One important project deals with the usage of local silver fir instead of beech tree. The Center for Rural Development has decided to value this local wood resource because of the considerable downfall in the price of beech in Austria and Europe in 2000. Knowing that Silverfir has in this area 80% participation in timber compared to only 2% in Austria and 0.2% in Europe, the majors from this region decided to promote Silverfir in furniture making, interior design, and as a construction material. This wood is durable and easily maintained without painting and varnishing, even on floors. It is a very important advantage here because local inhabitants do not protect wood and consider that natural look created by the impact of weather conditions is completely acceptable. A joint advertisement on Silverfir was also organized with Allgäu. The contemporary vision proved to be reasonable because the price of Silverfir timber till today has tripled. The assumption that there are more similar unused resources in the region that could be used for rural development is right. Hitizau was the first community to build a model house from Silverfir. This building houses the Women Museum, the practice hall for the local brass band and the fire brigade. Helga Radle guided the group in a very dedicated way through the current exhibition of Women and Circus in the Women Museum. It is the first and only women museum in Austria and the only one in the world in the rural area. It was founded on the initiatives of Elisabeth Stückler in 2000, and it has had since then more than 30 exhibitions on women-related subjects. Its mission is to document and familiarize with cultural achievements of women in order to extend female identity, motivate reflection process, and raise awareness on gender issue. It mobilized many women from teenager to pensioner in the area to play an active role in community life. Traveling further, the study group visited one of numerous small cheese producers in this area. The Lagenegg Village Dairy is a good example of marketing of small alpine dairies. Besides its own milk products, it offers products of 10 other local small dairy companies and several farmers. The dairy has a 100-year-long tradition. The milk from this region is only used if produced by cows fed solely with grass and hay from land that was not treated with chemical fertilizers. High-quality Lagenegg milk is preserved by dairymen in 4 awarded types of cheese and butter. It processes 2,800 tons of milk from 30 farms, produces 280 tons of cheese per year and sells in this region. It produces Emmentaler and cottage cheese that matures 3 to 4 months and mountain cheese that matures 8 to 12 months. The dairy proudly points out, apart from grand awards, the beautiful interior of its small shop, full of light where different products are displayed and customers feel comfortable and relaxed. The study tour was closed by the visit to the Life Cycle Tower, which was finished this year and weighed 8 floors. It is the highest wood building in the world. The Life Cycle Tower innovation is a gold awarded by the German Sustainable Building Council and Austrian Society for Sustainable Real Estate Management in 2010. Christian Vogel presented the building and the construction company Cree, which has borrowed the philosophy and lifestyle of the North American native tribe that in this modern interpretation means creative resource and energy efficiency. Their life cycle tower system is hybrid timber construction system for large building which guarantees minimized use of resources and energy over the full life cycle and presented CO2-reduced wood constructing in urban areas. With no structural dividing walls, the system is highly flexible and allows individual division of space. The building can be converted throughout its life cycle over many decades. Its components can be produced by many different enterprises and provide excellent opportunities for regional craftsmen and the timber industry. The system is suitable for a variety of uses, from the offices to houses and hotels to public buildings. The participants were gathered and the trip successfully organized by
Ние беше задоволство да бидеме од таа група, велам дека научиме нешто, сето беше професионално организирано, со временски рамки кои што треба, и со она се што го видиме и се она се што го знаеме, ни дава за право да направиме нешто повеќе.
With this speed, no translator can ever follow you, but it is a good politician's speed.
Ви благодарам.
Hvala, danke.
Благодарам.
During the journey, the participants tried the dishes from the rich German and Austrian cuisines. They liked the majority. But one was exception. They were entertained in extreme sports, climbing, descending, they tried on the medieval working clothes, practiced marketing appearance, and specifically accredited the visit. They used the alpine snow for enjoying in winter sports. And while the sun was coming out through the clouds, happy participants started their way back home. It was obvious that they liked their journey.
Bringing you all the love your heart can hold. Please say, say you and your Spanish eyes will wait for me. We see many projects, especially by LEADER program, and all of that will improve and in our countries, and we have many good experience to building our capacity.
Study tour is a good chance from networking in the Balkan region.
We are going to implement a lot of things that we have seen here and improve our future work with our neighbors.
I am focused in tourism in my region, and I like very much the experience of tourism in Algo region.
We are here in Germany to teach how to develop the region Sharra.
We established some new contact with our friends from neighbor countries, so I think that it's the most important thing.
Our host, the German partners, they have done the utmost efforts to get us to have a knowledge on how to really promote the local identity in terms of promoting the regional cooperation and to add values to the local traditional values.